My name is Sixto Garcia, and I have FSH.
My name is Brian Dressler, and I have FSH.
I'm Ruth Herford, and I have FSH.
My name is Adrienne. I have FSH.
On October 9, 2010, the very first West Coast Walk and Roll for FSH Muscular Dystrophy was held at the beautiful Heritage Park in Irvine, California. This annual event was put together through the hard work of FSH-affected persons and the unending support of their families. All of the proceeds from this event benefit the FSH Society. The FSH Society is a 501c3 non-profit corporation founded by FSH patients in 1991. Its purpose is to raise money to help fund and promote scientific and clinical research on facioscapulohumeral muscular dystrophy, as well as to offer patient advocacy, services, support, and education. The FSH Society is the world's largest and most progressive grassroots network of patients, their families, and research activists. The goal of the FSH Walk and Roll is to raise money to help the FSH Society continue to have the funds to provide research and postdoctoral fellowships, as well as offering patient advocacy, services, and education about the world's most prevalent of all muscular dystrophies worldwide, and to have a great family time doing it.
FSH.
Family affair.
The FSH Society has been a tremendous resource for me.
The FSH Society is definitely a resource you should use.
And they've just done amazing things in terms of advancing the research, so I wanted to support them however I can.
Society that supports me as a human being with FSH.
They do have biannual meetings.
Gone to a few of their meetings back in Boston, Iowa, Vegas.
That was really helpful in terms of meeting other people with FSH and being able to understand what other people were going through and that I wasn't alone in this.
When I was initially diagnosed, my doctor referred me to the FSH Society, and they were very valuable in terms of providing information about the condition.
Yeah, and I think that the society itself is important to focus on FSH, which affects so many people.
It's been a huge support just to know some people and make friends, with FSH.
Facioscapulohumeral, or FSH muscular dystrophy, is one of the most prevalent of the 27 forms of muscular dystrophy. FSH is a lifelong progressive disease causing severe loss of all skeletal muscles, including the muscles of the face, shoulders, trunk, upper arms, legs, and the feet. Both crippling and potentially life-shortening, it is transmitted to children both genetically from the parents or spontaneously by mutation. FSH affects entire families. Nearly 500,000 people worldwide may be affected. Researchers have discovered how a quiescent ancestral gene that is seemingly tucked away in a forgotten corner of the human genome can spontaneously emerge to trigger FSH. Research at times can be slow and frustrating, but at other times it can speed the hope for a cure. New findings published recently in Science magazine reveal for the first time the biological mechanism causing FSH. This is a long-sought explanation of the exact biological workings of this disease. The discovery creates an enormous opportunity for researchers to develop ways to prevent or even treat FSH.
I've had a number of discussions with Dan Perez, who is the co-founder of the FSH Society, and several researchers, and they are all optimistic about our next steps. We have prospects of now engaging muscle disease researchers who in the past have shown very little interest in FSH since it has been such an enigmatic genetic issue. Very, very exciting indeed. And we need to keep an eye on the ball because we will have a treatment and or cure someday.
The knowledge that has emerged from tracking this complex story of DNA opens the door to new ways to prevent muscular damage from being done and potentially lead to a return to good health. The FSH Society will continue to be there for the patients and their families throughout the journey. We are confident there will be a cure. It is only a matter of time. For more information and resources, contact the FSH Society or MDA. The FSH Society is on the World Wide Web at fshsociety.org.